I have a question for all of the single straight men. What are you doing? Because every single day, I walk out of my front door to the most beautiful, gorgeous, just goddesses of women walking around living their best life like they're just not heaven on earth. So what are you doing? Why are you fumbling the bag? Why are you single? Why are you not just snatching up all of these amazing, beautiful, smart, educated women? Because they're everywhere I look. Get it together.
One time I showed up to a speed dating event that I had to apply for, interview for, and pay for. And 3 out of the 8 men at the event were randos that were pulled off the street that day.
Love how men are always saying that they want to find a girlfriend, and then we give them the space and the opportunity, and they don't sign up. So we're having a singles mixer, and all the girls' tickets are sold. All of them.
Guys, this is your cue. The women's tickets are sold out. This is your chance.
Where are all the single men in St. Albans? I'm hosting a singles comedy night next Wednesday, and I'm completely sold out of women's tickets. But guys, I need you.
Single guys in New York City, this is for you. Monday, April 7th, 6:45 p.m., Rumble Upper East Side. I am hosting a singles workout class and mixer. The women's tickets have sold out, which means there are a ton of women and not enough men yet. So we need you. We want you.
Let's pause right here, because this moment exposes a contradiction nobody wants to address. Before we dive in, drop a comment. Are modern men more delusional, or is it the ladies? Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss what we expose next. Now, she actually touches on something real. We constantly hear about a so-called male loneliness epidemic, yet when real-world singles events pop up, organizers are scrambling to get men through the door. Women's tickets sell out almost instantly, while men opt out entirely. That alone should force an uncomfortable question. If men are supposedly desperate for connection, why are they actively avoiding environments designed for dating? Here's the part that gets glossed over. Men aren't refusing to attend because they're antisocial or afraid of commitment. Many are walking away because they've learned the cost-benefit equation doesn't make sense anymore. Showing up often means being expected to tolerate emotional volatility, inconsistent standards, and expectations that flow in one direction only. And no, attraction alone doesn't override that. Beauty may open a door, but it doesn't excuse entitlement, disrespect, or a complete lack of accountability. What's happening here is choice, not victimable. Men are choosing peace, stability, and predictability over chaos dressed up as confidence. But instead of reflecting on why that choice is being made, it's easier to flip the narrative and point the finger. Blaming men for disengaging requires far less self-examination than asking whether the environment itself has become hostile to cooperation, compromise, and mutual respect. And that avoidance of accountability, that's the real issue no one wants to admit.
Around on social media of literal married women and mothers going to concerts of male artists, recording those male artists, and then captioning the reel, "I'm married and still shaved my legs for this just in case. I'm a mother and still wore a matching lingerie set just in case." And then if you hit the comments, all the women are agreeing with them. And I just have to say, to all those women posting that and the women commenting, your husband should leave you. That is the most disrespectful form of public humiliation to your husband. That is actually public infidelity. You are publicly lusting after someone and then admitting that you would sleep with that male artist if you got the opportunity. And I know you're gonna say, oh, it's just a joke, it's not that deep, it's not that serious. Imagine if your husband went to a Tate McRae concert and recorded her and said, oh, I shaved my balls for this just in case. You guys would not be okay with that. Could you imagine what the comments would be in that scenario? It is so common in our culture for wives to blatantly and publicly disrespect their husbands, but if the husband did that, oh, it would be a whole different story.
To do it in a bar, right? There's a chance that the person you're approaching is in a relationship, or they're just not in the mood to talk. I think we've all been there, right? Like, you've gone out with your friends and you're like, this is about me and my friends, this is not about other people tonight. And so I really think going to these dating events is such an untapped opportunity for men. And it's crazy to me because women's tickets Women's tickets for events sell out so quickly all the time. I've seen events where the women's tickets sell out within 15 minutes. And then men's tickets are still available until like an hour before the event. It's crazy.
Only want to date at their convenience, maybe. How about instead of going to an event for dating, you simply approach a man you like that isn't already in a relationship? I asked the internet, why don't men go to dating events like speed dating, singles events, mixers, all that kind of stuff? Now, to be fair, I did have a little tongue-in-cheek action with my post by saying, why y'all don't go to these events? Y'all scared or something? And a lot of the comments were unhelpful. We have better things to do than to be analyzed by gold-digging narcissists. Means you are all invaluable, worthless liabilities. Y'all hate men so much. Got me wondering, why not date and marry women? Good riddance.
So earlier today, like literally 5 hours ago, I posted a video talking about how I'm going speed dating for the first time and telling y'all my concerns with the event because I'm convinced that there are not going to be men at this event. So rewind, before I actually bought my ticket to this speed dating event, I hit up my friend who is friends with the guys that are organizing this event. And I told him my concerns and I was like, bro, like I don't think that there's going to be men at this event. Like I don't want to buy these tickets. So he contacts the organizer of the event and the organizer sends him a message back like, bro, don't worry. Like, don't worry. It's going to be great. Like we're taking longer to find guys because we're being more picky with the guys because women have higher standards. Like, okay, cool. And if we can't find 50 guys, like we will refund their money. So like it's nothing lost. So I'm like, okay, bet, like I'm in good hands either way. Okay, so fast forward to today. So I'm sitting in Aldo and I'm like trying on the shoes. I'm like, oh yeah, look good, my legs look good. I'm about to be stunting in this dress. So I sit down, I have the shoes on, I pull out my phone, and I'm like, oh girl, let me just show you. I have a photo of the dress in my email. Like, let me show it to you. So I open my email. Why, when I open my email, do I get a refund notice? I got a refund email for my tickets. The event is on Friday, and I sent a story. I sent it because I saw it on their story today. I sent their story to my friend because they were still trying to recruit guys, and I was like, girl, it's not looking good. Like, they really still on their story trying to recruit guys. And it looks like they officially gave up today.
Aren't men going to speed dating events? Why do I keep seeing this on my feed? Or what are we doing here? Are you kidding me? Of course we're not going to speed dating events.
This is gonna sound bad, but don't take it like that. What is y'all annual income a year? I'm just being honest. Oh. That's it. Okay. Girl.
Men aren't avoiding these events out of fear or social awkwardness. They're opting out because, for many of them, it's a poor investment across the board. Time, money, emotional energy, all spent with little to no upside. When you break it down logically, that decision starts to look less like disengagement and more like discernment. A lot of men have already run the experiment. They've shown up, paid the entry fee, played by the unspoken rules, and been met with unrealistic expectations. Instant disqualifications, or performative attitudes that signal conflict rather than cooperation. Over time, a pattern forms, and once men recognize that pattern, they adjust their behavior accordingly. That's not bitterness, that's learning. What's really happening is a shift in tolerance. Men are no longer willing to absorb chaos just for the possibility of connection. They're prioritizing peace, stability, and self-respect over environments that feel adversarial from the start. And when men quietly remove themselves from situations that feel stacked against them, it gets mislabeled as apathy or weakness. In reality, it's back. This is what it looks like when people wake up to incentives that no longer align with their well-being. Men aren't asking for perfection. They're asking for reasonable behavior, mutual effort, and consistency. When those basics aren't present, walking away isn't avoidance. It's a rational response to a system that stopped rewarding participation.
38, getting divorced after 16 years. He's the best man I've ever met and still not good enough. Don't do it, ladies. Bro, did you just hear what she said? 38, getting divorced after 16 years. He's the best man I've ever met and still not good enough. Don't do it. And I'm the hater. I'm just observing what's around me. I want you to see this video real quick. Look. Let's peep this video.
I think what's deeply concerning is that like all of the older women, when I say older, like 50 plus, are strongly passionate about younger women, 20s, 30s, not getting married. It's like you can see your future and they're telling you exactly what are we going to do about this? So
now peep these comments, bro. I want you to peep these comments. Look at it. 43 here. Don't get married unless he's rich and there's no prenup. That's not happening. Look at this one. I'm 48. I've been married for over 20 years to a man I would die for. If I could go back in time, I would tell younger me to never get married. Love him? Yes. Live with him? No. Have kids with him? Hell no. Bro, are y'all not understanding? It doesn't matter how good of a person you are, how much you're able to love. It don't matter. Look at this. I almost want to find this woman's husband so I can send it to him. Do I love my husband? Yup. Would I get married again? No. This is insane. Look, married 23 years. I love my husband. Love my kids. However, if I could go back, I'd never have gotten married. Never. Don't do it. Trust your elders. Trust us. Bro, are you getting the patterns here? It don't matter how much you love your woman. It don't matter how much of a great guy you are. Bro, they can leave you after 30 years. And everything that you've done, down the drain. It's like you might as well just be single forever. This generation is cooked, bro. And they're telling us, I'm not being a hater. I'm just observing and listening to my surroundings. Don't get me wrong. I take things with a grain of salt. But everybody's saying don't get married. Yo, and not only that, look around. 70% of y'all parents aren't even together. And not only this is the woman talking. Ask men. Ask men. Ask men in their 40s and up or they're just married. Ask them if they would get married. Ask them if they would do it all over again and get married. I'm not being a hater, I promise you.
A woman made a video saying when she goes to events that it's dominated by women, 70 to 80%. She said, black men, can you give me answers why you don't go? What I'm gonna say is satire. It doesn't have anything to do with me. Women can't continue to get on the internet and demonize men and say when we're out, never approach us ever, and think that won't happen. Imagine as a man, you were just scrolling on the internet for days, weeks or whatnot, and then you just came across so many videos of women saying, oh my God, men, leave us alone. Don't talk to us, don't approach us. When we're out, we just wanna have fun with the girls. At some point, they'll say, okay, you got it.
Just reached the event. Waiting for Olivia.
Barbara's bare house. I'm gonna find my husband tonight. How's it going so far? Hi, my name's Olivia and I'm on a speed date. I spoke to 3 guys, and they're all a no from me. Yeah, I'm not doing this again. The answer is no.
So apparently not cheating on your partner in a relationship is now considered bad and unhealthy.
Being sexually monogamous is a really quite bad idea. It is a form of control. 0.002% of the animals on this planet are monogamous. You are limiting yourself to a very narrow gene pool.
Just when I thought I've seen every single idiotic take on social media, someone always sends me some bullcrap like this. You want to destroy yourself and obliterate any chance of a healthy relationship you'll have in the future? Take her advice. This mindset is not empowering, it's pure brain rot. It's exactly how you end up numb, bitter, and blaming everyone but yourself in your 50s. You cannot build a healthy life and a healthy relationship with kids one day if you're constantly attaching to people and detaching. You have no idea the rewiring you're doing in your brain that you're gonna have to unlearn one day because of cheating and hooking up with countless people. Being loyal and loving one person is not controlling. It is the only thing keeping people grounded in a world that has completely lost.
What's almost comical is how much energy goes into justifying obviously self-defeating choices. You'll hear endless explanations for why impulsive decision-making, short-term gratification, and ignoring long-term consequences are somehow empowering in the moment. But fast forward a few years, and when the predictable fallout arrives, suddenly there's confusion, regret, and a desperate search for someone else to blame. Instead of ownership, we get revisionist history. The advice that led them there is quietly ignored. The warnings are dismissed as judgmental, and responsibility gets outsourced to society, men, culture, or timing. Anyone except the person who made the choices. That's the pattern. Freedom without accountability always feels good up front, but reality eventually sends the invoice. What makes this worse is the cycle of sabotage. Bad advice doesn't just harm the person following it, it gets recycled and pushed onto others. Misery looks for validation, and validation often comes in the form of telling other people to make the same mistakes. Then, when it all collapses in exactly the way critics predicted, The victim narrative rolls out as if the outcome was unforeseeable. This isn't mysterious, it's cause and effect. When people are encouraged to ignore discipline, foresight, and personal responsibility, the ending is rarely a surprise. What is worth examining is why accountability is treated like oppression, while self-inflicted consequences are reframed as injustice. That disconnect between choice and outcome sits at the core of a lot of modern frustration. And until it's addressed honestly, the cycle just keeps repeating.
About dating in your 40s, places for people to hang out, heck, play matchmaker yourself. We all know the apps are stale. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this. 4 years ago, I tried hosting a singles event in Vegas. I tried playing matchmaker. Would you like to know what happened? The same thing that happens on the dating apps. All the girls went after the same 2 or 3 guys and ignored all the other guys there who weren't as perfect or handsome or rich as the other guys. It's the same reason that dating apps are stale. Girls don't want guys on their level. They want guys who are better. But all the guys who are better are already married because girls don't let those kind of men go. They lock them down in their 20s, which means the only men who are going to show up to a dating event are the same men who are on the dating app. They're either guys that you guys didn't want to marry in your 20s, or they're guys who like to take advantage of how desperate single women are once they reach their 30s and 40s. That's it. That's who you're going to get. And you guys won't accept that, and you're going to call me an asshole, which is why I'll never do a dating event again until you guys are willing to accept reality and accept where your standards might be nowadays. Dating is going to continue to be impossible, whether I set it up or somebody else sets it up.
This white guy on here, and he's running like a speed dating cornhole league, and watching his journey to discovering that speed dating and dating events in general are such an unbelievable waste of time is insane. It's like the count is silly pickles, and I don't know if the events that this guy is doing was always targeted towards dating or not, but now he's doing like speed dating, and I've been seeing his journey right over the last like few months, and his absolute frustration with the fact that no matter what he does, he can't seem to get any single men. Like when the journey started, he was like, yeah, I have this like singles cornhole league where, you know, I have all the women have signed up already, can't really get enough men to sign up. You know, so if you know any men, you know, single men, tag them below. And there's all these women in the comments saying like, yeah, it's not gonna happen, dog. And he's just like, no. He's like, he started paying, like offering like a referral fee to like women who could get men to sign up. And when that didn't work, he like was pushing out like paid ads like crazy. Like he could not get dudes to sign up for this speech. And it's crazy because now he's just like, I understand the frustration of women in like your late 20s and your 30s and why you have like such just frustration dating, because he's like, I can't even get men to sign up to this cornhole league where I can guarantee tons of single women. Like they're just, it should not be this hard.
In my last video, I talked about how I deleted all the dating apps and I was trying to explore like a more organic way of dating somebody, and this is so typically my luck, you can't even write it. So I booked to go speed dating as like a hybrid between the dating apps and meeting someone in person. So I booked to go to it in my city on the 21st of March, okay? So the day before, Wednesday the 20th, I get a text message from the company saying, we've had some cancellations for the event. We no longer have enough people to run it. We're going to have to postpone the event to May. And it was like the 22nd or something of May. I'm like, that's an entire 2 months from this event. It's so it's like, even though I'm trying to do this more organic approach, the universe is just like, no honey, not for you, it's not your time yet. It's just such my luck.
Like,
babe, you complain so much about her, just stop inviting her.
Not everything needs a solution. How about that? You ever think that, like, hey, maybe I just want a shoulder to cry, maybe I just want to vent, and all you, oh, look at me, all I think is logic. F you.
I was just trying to help.
Oh, you were trying to help.
I'm giving you a solution.
You were trying to help. Not everything needs you to mansplain it, okay? With that tiny little head of yours. And I'm not talking about the one up here. You have a small penis. You're listening to me, but you're just not fucking hearing me.
Wait, I am hearing you.
You're not hearing me.
Are you seriously mad at me?
I can't right now. Get out of my way.
Babe, if you're not gonna talk to me, I'm just gonna leave you alone for a second.
You will do nothing of this.
And if this discussion resonated with you, this is exactly where the conversation continues. The next video digs even deeper into the same patterns, the contradictions, the excuses, and the hard truths most people would rather avoid. If you thought this breakdown was eye-opening, the follow-up takes it a step further. I'll see you there.